Major banks are closing, accounts inactives and credit cards cancels. Are these just conspiracies? President Trump to build bridges with Saudi Arabia on historic visit, as they call it, the New World Order mega meeting in the desert. Are we prepared, dear friends, for the coming crisis? Welcome, dear friends, to TIBP Media. Kindly like and share this important prophecy study, Revelation 13 verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. AlJazeera.com says, May 13, 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump embarks on historic Middle East trip for the New World Order mega in the desert with Mohammed bin Salman and top executives from BlackRock. Trump and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, in addition to the agenda of the Saudi-US Investment Forum, will likely also make an announcement regarding Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the Abraham Accords. Is strengthening ties, building bridges, only about money? What some are calling the new religion of Abrahamia is none other than Chrislam. You know this, dear friends. And the Abrahamic family house will be its centerpiece. Let us connect, dear friends. Pope Leo, in his first message, in his homily, he says, begins with pontificate with a call for dialogue and bridge building. Trump, building bridges. Leo, building bridges. And we have been hearing the transitioning to the world coin. We have been hearing the transitioning to the cashless society. Why is this happening now?
Dethroned by card. Smartphones reigning supreme, turbocharging transactions during...
Customers want the convenience. Customers overwhelmingly enjoy being able to do things like their banking in their pajamas, in their lounge room on a Saturday night instead of lining up at a branch.
It shows. Customer branch visits are down by almost half, with digital banking rising by 26%, especially on mobile devices.
99% of all interactions between customers and their bank are currently now done online.
We are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign.
The mysterious verse in Revelation 13, where no man can buy or sell, lest he has the mark of the beast, is now in its forming stage. The European Central Bank has announced plans to introduce a digital euro by October 2025. 27 countries are to accept a euro digital wallet. Every identity, every transaction, every movement, and every interaction will be recorded. Why do they want to put us under surveillance? They say that this is the beast system coming. Digital ID is a digital version of the physical IDs that many of us have. That a national ID card, a health card, driver's license, or passport, like physical IDs, a digital ID is issued or accredited by the government and requires basic biometric information, includes any physical attributes that are unique to use, such as your face, your fingerprint, your iris, the colored part of the eye. Your national ID, your health card, your driver's license, your passport, and even your bank card are rolled into one.
What are the tools of the new world? Everybody should have a digital ID. Everybody should have a bank account. everybody should have a smartphone.
Okay.
Then anything can be done. Everything else is built on that.
Because we were talking about this
Yeah.
before we came onto the panel. The three basic things: a smartphone, a bank account, and a digital ID.
Yes.
That's where every nation.
In India, it's been
begin.
named by the Prime Minister the JAM Trinity. Jandan, which is the bank account, Aadhaar, the ID, and mobile.
While digital ID systems are only just starting to be rolled out, the research and development so far suggests that your digital ID will be connected to absolutely everything. It'll be linked to the assets you own. It'll be integrated into voting systems, and it could even be required to access the internet. However, it should be clear by now that digital ID systems have the power to become more evil than anything. Besides making changes to your actual digital ID, the government or private company would have the power to prevent you from purchasing goods or accessing services. A digital ID system would be one of the total top-down control with no escape. And it's a system that every single country will be rolling out in the coming months and years. They're going to digitalize that the European Union is rolling out October this year, and the days going to come that if you do not meet a certain criteria, you won't be able to access those things. You will not be able to buy or sell. Cards won't work. Bank account frozen. Everything is monitored and controlled. Question: why would the Antichrist, with the USA, with global tyrants, appear severe pressure at end time? Prophecy has the answer, so the remnant will give up their faith. That's why God warns us in Revelation 14 verse 9, if anyone worships the beast and receives his image on his forehead, on his hand in the Bible represents our works, our compliance. Pope Leo XIV appears committed to advancing the goal of bringing nations, cultures, and religions together in pursuit of common ground. His emphasis on bridge building, openness, and charity reflects the Fratelli Tutti framework, which seeks to move the world towards a unified global community rooted in Catholic social teachings and traditions. In doing so, the new Pope aims not only to strengthen interfaith religions and international cooperations, but to elevate the Vatican as the moral force driving toward the world, driving toward unity and peace. But when they say peace, destruction comes. United Nations proposes the digital ID system tied to the bank accounts and mobile payment platforms. But who is really hungry for global control? And who made a move in monitoring all people on planet Earth? The World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum reports admits digital IDs could be used for surveillance and persecution. The World Economic Forum has admitted in a new report that digital IDs are inclusionary by nature and can facilitate the identification, surveillance, and persecutions of individuals or groups. Those who will resist complying with the policies of the New World Order or refuse to accept the mark of the beast will be excluded from accessing some benefits. This digital ID can be used as surveillance tool to coerce individuals into modifying their behavior.
To oversee the church's bishops, bringing a global and American perspective.
I am American, and I think I do have some insights into the church in the United States. So the need to be able to advise, work with Pope Francis, and to look at the challenges that the church in the United States is facing. I hope to be able to respond to them.
Dear friends, economic boycott will be so great for those who will not receive the mark of the beast. But God promises that Jesus will be our refuge and strength, a help, a very present help in the time of trouble. Those who will not be sealed by the Father will experience the 7 last plagues. Is the 7 last plagues literal or symbolic? It's time to study prophecy. Dear friends, it's time to choose today, to choose life and choose the seal of God. Would you rather have Jesus than the riches of the world? Would you rather have Jesus than the comforts the temporal joys and comforts that this world offers? It's up to you, dear friends, but you can decide tonight. You can decide today. Kindly type in the comment section, I rather have Jesus. Praise be to God, dear friends. Thank you for joining TIBP Live. And it is always a blessing to be reminded that God will protect His remnant.